G'day everyone and welcome back to NS2HD. This is a build 185 matchup between Frelge and HBZ. I can't pronounce that anywhere near as well as Tempest can, but he's not with me today. This is a single person cast, single commentary, single perspective cast. I'm a bit loopy for two reasons. One, it is 5 AM in Australia, and two, I am sick as a dog. Sick as a dingo for anyone out there who may be Australian. Frelge and HBZ invited me to record their game that they are playing at 9 PM over in Europe, and so I'm going to try and record this before I go to work and try to stay with it while I do, so that's why my voice is a little bit different. And if you are wondering why there have been so few videos on NS2HD, ask YouTube, because they've been rejecting my uploads. I have no idea why. But there you go. I'm getting emails saying, NS2HD, your uploads are rejected. Please refer to blah 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 for tutorials on appropriate videos for YouTube. Why, after 285 videos, I would start getting these messages, I have no idea. But there you go. So let's hope that this video is not rejected. And it looks like both teams are jumping into the game. So I'm going to go over in spectator mode and try to join up. Let's see. Looks like not starting yet, as not all teams have joined up, waiting for Pain, Kharaa, and Shalorius. I am so excited to be bringing you this matchup because HBZ and Frelge, I believe, were the first teams I ever cast on NS2HD. So to be casting them again is just fantastic, and waking up before 5 AM, well, hey, I'll do it any time for these two teams. They are just awesome, and I can't thank them enough for inviting me. So let's go ahead and introduce them. We have on Frelge, on the Marine team, Ender74, Sison, Fi Love She, Tech, Philo, and Pain. And on the Kharaa team, just gotta say I am ready. And on the Kharaa team, we have Basti, Depara, Morty, Trainee, Jur, Trefnix, and Shalorius. So some names that should be very familiar to anyone who has watched a lot of NS2HD, and I can't wait to see them play because I haven't seen them play in over, well, it feels like months. It probably is since that first ever team match on NS2HD, that first ever clan matchup. And so now just waiting for both teams to finish shooting each other and actually start the game, probably discussing tactics on their live chat systems. And I am going to be recording this from a single perspective, and the reason for that is that not because I don't have anyone to do it with me, but because it is just so much faster to pump out the casts if they are single perspective. And I think that's I think I want to get this cast out to you pretty quick. Hopefully before I go to work today, we'll see what I can do about that. And also because no one else is awake in Australia at this time. There we go, we are off. We have begun. We have, who's jumping into command station? We have Fi Love She, I'm just going to call him Fi because I think that's his name, on command. We've got the flight control extractor drop very fast. No ventilation extractor drop fast. Looks like HBZ is moving up into heliport. I still haven't installed the minimap mod because I am a failure of a human being. And only Sison to stop the oncoming horde of skulks. They're going to take him out. He manages to take out one like a boss before Basti kills him. Pain killing two skulks with his pistol. What an epic piece of play by Pain. Oh, that was amazing. And now Basti going to work on the unbuilt extractor. Let's see what else is going on. We have a drifter moving for reactor core. We have a couple of Marines spawning out in Marine start, but probably not going to be, maybe going to be, I don't know. I think that Skulk's been chewing on it for long enough. It is down. It has been destroyed. It may have been recycled. Is that Sison? It is Sison. And Tech come in to try and recover flight control. We have actually had a data core drop. Excuse me, I'm a terrible caster. I forgot. I didn't notice that as combat happens in flight control, and it looks like those Marines will ward off that Skulk, but 3 Skulks in data core facing off against 1 Marine. Philo attacking these Skulks. Can he defend himself? He cannot. He does, no, sorry, it was Philo. Depara takes him out, and now another unbuilt extractor is being chewed on. So some very creative play from Frelge. They're taking data core, and flight control looks like a recycle there. And the alien team has now secured data core. Well, they haven't secured it, but they have restored control at least, and definitely not going to be seeing a Marine base in there anytime soon now. Looks like the Marine team, Frelge, is now holding at ventilation, probably going to wait for this extractor to be dropped and return to some more standard play after their attempt to take data core has failed. I really need to fix up this minimap mod. I know Fija is a legend for creating it, and I need to use it. Until then, you are going to have to put up with me flicking the minimap on and off. These Frelge Marines repairing each other's armor before they move into data core to try and re-secure it. It looks like they may be able to. They've got the numbers. There's only one skulk in here. Basti goes down to Ender 74. And flight control is looking good. 2 Marines in there. Let's go down and check out the alien tech, see what they've got. How's my voice doing, guys? 5 AM with some sort of throat bug. I hope it's doing alright. Trainee Jer holding position there as Gorge. We have 1 harvester in reactor core. Let's go search for the tech. We've got the standard whip, so probably a melee 1 out of that. And nothing else to report. Can't see a shade or a crag. So it looks like we may have the alien team waiting, biding their time for a second hive. The 2 skulks are attacking flight control right now, and that extractor may go down. 3 Marines still holding in data core, 1 retreating, maybe trying to go back and help flight control, but I think it is way too late for flight control. There's one skulk left. And, sorry, excuse me, skulk in Marine base, infantry portal 74%, so some great harassment by Kharaa. He goes down, but not before doing a significant amount of damage to this base. Even when you die after doing that kind of damage, you're forcing the Marines to retreat, you're forcing them into their comfort zone, and look at this, the Marines now down to 1 extractor, the commander out of his chair, and wow, flight control extractor gone. There's no extractor in ventilation, none in data core. So right now, Frelge is going up against HBZ with 1 extractor when they have 3 harvesters, and that is never, ever a good place to be in. Data core hive, still nowhere to be seen because Frelge are doing a great job of fighting in here. But now the attack, and with a Gorge for assistance, Trainee Jer helping Tefnix take down that last Frelge Marine in here. Now the skulks pressing towards Marine start. Looks like 2 Marines moving into Crossroads. Let's go check out what they are doing. Probably scouting for a hive that does not exist. And now going to move down towards reactor core to see if they can poke the aliens in the eye there. We have a lurk in ventilation, 3 skulks in pipe junction, including 1 coming up from behind, maybe attacking these 2 Marines. What are they going to be able to do? That's the question. Lurk coming through, seeing these 2 Marines dropping some gas. They both spray quite a bit of ammunition into him, and now he's coming back through, and Kharaa takes down, sorry, I'm not sure who took down who just then, but those 2 Marines are now well and truly cleaned up. It was indeed Kharaa taking down both under the cover of some great lurk gassing. I mean, it creates a smoke screen as well as doing damage, and I can't stress that enough how useful that is. Flight control has been dropped, so we have a flight control extractor. We have a 2nd infantry portal going up in Marine start, and not before time. That is probably well overdue, and we now have a hive drop in data core. So not looking good for Frelge at the moment. They've only just now got their 2nd extractor up and running, and they do not have ventilation, and data core has been dropped, so we'll need to see them pull something out here, try to resurrect themselves in this game. A bit of lurk gas, but we do have grenades. Okay, this is the kind of thing that could mix up this game for Frelge and give them the edge they need to push back against the alien team. So let's see what they can do with these grenade launchers. Basti doing a great job dropping the gas. The new lurk, I mean, wow, he mixes up the play so much. Having to actually fly through the Marines instead of just standing off, I think that's fantastic, and it's creating some great gameplay. These Marines in trouble, they are under attack, they are being gassed, there are grenades hitting the hive, but they're not secure in their position, and they do all go down. So a little bit of damage done to the hive, not enough, because the Marines weren't able to secure a fire position, they weren't able to secure a position from which they could lob grenades at that hive consistently for the 20 or so seconds that you need to bring down a hive with that weaponry. Ender 74 boarding off a lurk there, and now what are the Marines going to do? They are spawning back in after they all died, and flight control, a little bit of combat there, nothing too serious. Looks like that skulk has gone down. Let's check the scores out. Morty leading the alien scores on 45, Shalorius as commander, Payne leading the marine scores on 51. What have we got? An attack via summit reception. Let's go and watch that, see what these marines are up to. Moving down into crevice where there is a harvester, very vulnerable to their attack, ignoring it for now. Interesting. I wonder what they're up to. So far, no counterattack from the aliens. They probably haven't realized there is a skulk hiding somewhere here. Yes, a cloaked skulk, so we have shade tech. That skulk is going to be in a great position to ambush these marines. He does, in fact, get for low. Trefnix gets tech as well, so a double kill there. 3 kills, and then Morty cleans up the last one. So a nice attack from the marines, totally destroyed by some great cloaking play from that skulk, just hiding there, waiting for those marines to come around and then attacking. Fantastic play. And really, if I was Frelge, I'd be a little bit demoralized by that. I mean, you work up to an attack, you run all the way down through crevice, and then one cloaked skulk completely ruins your day. Those marines all spawning back in now. Let's go check out what's happening in the data core hive, see what the aliens are up to in there. Lots of lurk gas in that corridor. What have we got? We've got a couple of hydras, so a nicely defended position here. A hydra behind. I like this placement. This stops the marines getting behind and switch-axing this hive. Looks like one of the aliens got in to give the commander the extra 3 drifters, which is a great little tactic there to help the commander out. And look at that, we've got a fade in summit reception. So it begins. There is a fade on the field, and this is always a momentous moment, if there is such a phrase, for any marine team, as they realize they must go up against the terrifying fade with his ability to blink around the map and, well, kill people, just like Trefnix just killed Payne. So let's see what Frelge can do. There are, in fact, 2 fades on the field. Looks like a defensive position has been established at ventilation, probably waiting for the fade to bust around the corner and attack. 1 fade moving for flight control. I will fly back there to check out what he is up to. We're about to see combat. Morty going up against, who is that? Saisan. Can Saisan stay alive? Note the way he is alternating between jumping and crouching to try and avoid Morty's swipes. He does go down as you would expect in a 1v1 involving a fade. Payne sitting up on the crates, taken down by Depara. His body slumping as the fade moved towards the extractor. A fade on an extractor, not too terrifying for a marine team because he takes so long to do damage to buildings. Chased now by tech, but well, a marine chasing a fade, never a great combination, and he does in fact go down there. We've got gas being deployed on the marine base, so it looks like combat is switching to marine start, and it may be the grind down of the marine team. Now, this is where it gets tricky for an alien team in competitive play, because the marines are great defensively against all alien late game tech at the moment, except cloak. Cloaking can mix things up a bit, but in general, it's very hard for the alien team to crack a well-defended marine base, so we'll have to see what HBZ can do against Frelge at this point. Fade freely popping in and out of marine start. Excuse me, there's 5 AM talking, and killing marines at will in here. Philo goes down to Trefnix. Infantry portals frantically trying to spawn these marines back in to defend their base. 2 marines in flight control valiantly trying to protect that outward extractor. It looks like that fade has just totally ignored them and proceeded onwards. There's a lurk coming through, copping a few shotgun shells, but staying alive. This is great to see Frelge not retreating inwardly. They're actually trying to defend an external position. They're trying to defend an extractor and keep themselves in this game, which is great, because oftentimes in these situations you see marines shrink into themselves, adopt positions inside marine start, and just try to take pot shots at fades, popping in and out of their base. So commendations to Frelge for playing like this, for maintaining a position like this. I don't think they'll be able to for long though. We can see a fade moving in with Gorge and Lurk support on the ventilation side. Here he comes, attacking these marines at will, and the smoke screen of the gas as well as doing damage. It's just making it very hard to hit this fade probably. He does go down. Basti goes down to a Frelge shotgun. And now the fade will retreat out after another attack. So we'll probably need to see an all-in attack from HBZ with every single alien attacking at once, a couple of fades, a couple of skulks, and a gorge if we are to see this game end now, as I believe it will, because Frelge has been outplayed, outfoxed. I think it comes down to that very early game play in data core, where Frelge tried to secure data core and unfortunately for them failed to do so. And that has led to the moment we find ourselves at now, which is the fades moving around on the map. And not so much because the fades appeared, but because so many resources were lost in attacking data core early on. 2 extractors were dropped and then lost, so that's a big blow at the start of the game, both for the actual cost of those extractors and the lost resource flow after they were destroyed, and replacements had to be built in ventilation and flight control. These fades, if they can kill all these marines, I think this will be GG. It looks like enough marines are spawning in. No observatory, no commander, so HBZ is not going to have to deal with beaconing marines. Morty takes down Phi, more combat. Frelge takes down Morty, so a fade destroyed, and that will be a morale booster for Frelge, and they still have the flight control extractor, and that's crucial because it's going to allow them to buy quite a lot of weapons, double resource rate compared to what aliens would normally expect against a marine team at this stage of a game. 3 crags up in ventilation. I like this play from HBZ, allowing their fades to heal up quickly and get back into the combat, but Frelge, they are a dangerous team. I can't say how excited I am to be casting this game. These 2 teams are incredibly good, and after they were the first 2 teams I ever cast, and it was so much fun then, and it is so much fun now. I can't wait to see them playing in the NS2HD beta tournament. You normally see European teams playing European teams and US teams playing US teams, so I can't wait to see the 2 mixed up in the NS2HD beta tournament, where they are going to be going head-to-head against teams that we might not normally see them playing, and vice versa. Basti takes down Phi, Trefnix takes down Frelge. Those fades are now going to press into the marine base, cloaking on that skulk. A little bit of damage on that infantry portal. No robotics factory, so Max are not going to be available to try and heal this up. Tech takes down Trefnix, so another fade down. Great morale booster. Basti takes down Phi and Pain in almost the same moment. Frelge and Tech go down, and I think that might be it. If these fades can keep these marines down, I believe this will be it. Where are the rest of the aliens? If the rest of the alien team came in right now, this would be GG. They would be able to keep these infantry portals under control. Instead, oh, here we go. We have a gorge. We have trainee attacking the power node, and that right there is how games are won, by gorges with bile bomb. But these fades are also going to be able to do it, and Frelge calls the GG, and it was a pretty nice game. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed this cast. Really, I would put that down to the early combat in data core as to why Frelge lost that one. Can't wait to bring you more NS2HD videos. I can't promise I will bring you the next matchup in this game because I have to go to work, but let me check the time and see what I can do. Let's hope this video doesn't get blocked by YouTube like my others. See you all soon, guys, for more NS2HD videos, and a huge thank you to Frelge and HBZ for having me here this morning / tonight.